Today is May 13, 2017. We are in Srinagar, specifically here in Dal Lake. Continuation of the series of an interview to Sufi Asman Shah regarding the theme of Journey with a Sufi. Hi.
It wasn't with the question, don't worry. You can remember it.
You know, I was just fascinated with the place. Okay? It's so beautiful. I was just thinking, okay, as a Sufi, what is truth to you?
That's the question.
Yes, that is a question. Because lots of people are talking about the truth. I want to know, being a Sufi or as a Sufi, in your journey as a Sufi, what is truth to you?
The question is so natural for everyone that can be called as someone who is either a Sufi or generally, if he is even a little bit inquisitive about that what is there in the world he has been seeing. The reality is, truth is not something that anybody can put into one line or just can tell you just like that with the tongue. Reason being, if such a thing could have been done, all the prophets or all the gurus or all the people who realized the Supreme in their living times, how come they have written the doctrines for it? The doctrines are the guidelines, the scriptures or the holy books. They are the guidelines which can make you to reach such a point in consciousness where truth is revealed onto. Truth is not like an apple that you ask for an apple and I give it to you. It is something that is very sublime. You have to search for it. Unless and until a deep urge in a soul is there for any person on earth who is even a little bit entitled to know the truth in life, he has and has to have the first basic thing, and that is called an honest search. People confuse truth with many things, like a prophet said something, okay? A Messiah said something. Or for that sake, a realized person make a statement that this water is cold. Okay. If I hear that the water is cold in the Dal Lake, without touching it, without seeing it with my own eyes, how I can rely on any such person? Truth is something which you experience existentially with your own soul and being. That is the truth. And the basic prerequisite for everyone is search. If a search is honest, the probability increase many times that a person can reach the ultimate.
So in one statement, how does truth be attained?
There are many ways, many cultures, many religions that have happened up till now who have guided a human being to attain truth. But on which most of the people, except for the prophets, mind the words, that except for the prophets, whosoever has ever realized truth, he had to have a living master. Various cultures call it by various terms. In Urdu, we use the word Murshid. In Hindi, it was called Sadguru in the ancient times. In Chinese or in the Zen, they have the word for it called the master. Unless you attain a company of someone who has realized the ultimate and reached it, how can you rely on any other word? The reason is, water can only be mixed in water. Air can only be mixed in air. Same way, the person who has lost his own attributes and have replaced them with the attributes of the existence. Only such a personality, such a realized soul can make you understand and make you up to that point, reach that point where you will find the ultimate truth of life or your being.
And what is worshiping? And what is true worship?
Question is very, I will say that it just points the heart of the reality of the today's world. Because all the world as of now, be it a normal people or be it someone who is associated to a particular religion or something, that person has taken the outer ritual and practices as performed in a specific religion to be thought of as the worship. Like in the Hindus, they consider that if you go to a temple, make an offering to a wooden statue or for that sake an idol and do some rites and ritual there, and they are happy with the fact that they have worshipped the god. While the reality is, first you have to know God. There is a difference between accepting something and knowing it. I tell you that the water is very deep in the Dal Lake. If you accept it and you start saying it to other people, it will be your acceptance. But if you scuba dive it and check out what is the real depth of this water, that will be of your knowing of the statement that the Dal Jheel is so and so in depth. So worship and true worship, they are two different things. Worship is something when you know something, when you have realized something, then out of the supreme peace that you feel inside, what actually comes out of your living, that is called worship. To be specifically saying, even breathing can be turned to worship. Once you realize the supreme and you make your consciousness at the highest level that a human being can attain, talking to you can also be worship. The thing is, if inside you are just like at peace, the water in the lake is at peace until we row the boat or we throw a stone out. Moment stone is put into the water, ripples start creating all over it, which disturbs is silence and serenity. Same way, inside of us, a thing called soul exists, and it is also very serene and peaceful like this, but the thing is, we don't realize it because we do not know it, and that is why we are always deprived of the true worship.